Hey guys, Jacqueline here from actionjacqueline.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I help you feel amazing from the inside out. Today we are doing a 30-minute power vinyasa flow, but it's a special class because my friend Tim here is going to be leading our class. So I'm going to be enjoying and taking the class with you. So tell us more about what kind of yoga they're going to do.
All right, great. So today we're going to learn to activate the core, and then we're going to see how that can help to change how we do all the postures and how we can work our core throughout the whole practice, not just when we're doing ab work. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Ooh, I'm really excited.
And I'm going to make you do it too. So.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I want to do some core work.
Okay, cool.
All right, and you don't need any equipment at all. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet, because it'll make you stay committed every single week to doing videos with me. And then also you get to go and check out Tim's channel because he's got a ton more amazing yoga videos. All right, so let's get started.
Cool. So let's get started lying on our backs. So we could find a neutral spine and a pelvis. So just start off laying on your back and take Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees fall apart. And then rest one hand on your belly. So before we start to engage these muscles, let's just let them soften and empty before we begin. So with your hand on your belly, just feel your belly rise and fall with your breath. Let your shoulders relax onto the mat. Let the hips start to open. So we tend to hold a lot of tension in the neck and in the shoulders, which rounds our spine. And then our core isn't working well when we're in that posture. So a long spine is a strong core. We want to be able to strengthen that. So just feel your body open up here. And then take your arms out to the side like cactus arms. So feel the shoulders, the chest start to open. Then bring your knees together. It's not going to be real hard right away. We're just going to feel our body being able to hold this neutral position while we move around. So first, with your pelvis in neutral so that your lower back has a little arch to it, bring just your right leg up into tabletop position without twisting your hips, and then set it down. So real basic. Then as you inhale, bring your left leg up, matching your breath with your movement. And as you exhale, slowly lower your leg down. Inhale, bring your right leg up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring your left leg up. Good, now hold that leg up there and then bring your right leg up to meet your left. Nice. All right, so now keep all this length in your lower back. And then as you exhale, start to stretch your right leg forward like you're pushing the wall in front of you. But as you do, your low abs are gonna wanna pop up. So just engage your low abs as you hold that leg out. And make sure that your shoulders didn't round and your neck didn't tense up. Keep the chest open. Then rebend your right knee, and as you exhale, slowly stretch your left leg forward. Feel that the low abs turn on as that leg goes out. If you can't stretch it as far, no worries, you don't have to straighten it all the way. Rebend, and as you exhale, slowly stretch your leg out. Right leg this time, and rebend. Exhale, slowly stretch your left leg out. Keep your low abs in, low back long. Slowly change sides. Now we'll pick up the pace a little bit. Slowly change sides. And change sides. And change sides. Good, then bend both of your knees. Set your feet down. Give yourself a break. And we'll do one more part. We're gonna add a little bit of twisting action to turn on the obliques. So bring your hands behind your head. Fingers behind your head. Let the elbows open up. And then as you exhale, crunch up towards your left knee and bring your left leg up into tabletop. Now when you go to crunch up, pretend like your side rib is what's taking you up. That's going to be the action to turn on to work your oblique. And as you inhale, lower back down. All the way, set the foot and the head down. Then as you exhale, from your left outer rib, come up towards your knee. And as you inhale, lower back down. Exhale, change sides. Lift from that outer rib that's taking you up instead of yanking the head. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, from the left outer rib, crunch up. Inhale. All right, now last part, bring both legs up into tabletop position. Crunch up in the middle. And then as you exhale, left rib towards right knee and send your left leg forward. But turn on the low abs now. We're gonna put it all together. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, change sides. Feel those low abs turn on. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, change sides. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, change sides. Inhale, back to center. Now hold there, crunch up 1 more inch from your top abs, then stretch the left leg out at a 45-degree angle, and stretch your right leg out to meet it.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Is it too much?
No, I can.
Okay. And then hold for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, lower yourself down, and just relax. Okay.
Felt good.
Nice. Good job. All right, now roll over to your side and take child's pose. All right, so in child's pose, have your big toes together, have your knees just wide enough for your ribs to fit in between, and then let the hips release back and down onto your heels. Start to lengthen through the sides of your ribs, reach to your arms, and then as you press your hands down, start to lift the forearms, come up onto your hands and your knees. And we'll stretch back for the first down dog, curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips, and reach back. Good. So especially focus down into your middle 3 knuckles with your hands, and rotate from your triceps down into the floor and then into the middle 3 knuckles so you feel space across the back of your neck. And then start to draw from your thigh bones up and away from your wrists, like I was pulling you from your thighs. Let the spine get longer. Then shift forward into plank pose. But to make sure that we're using the upper body right, set your knees down for a moment. And then open up across your collarbones from the center of your chest to the tips of your shoulders. Keep that space there as you engage your abs. And then 1 leg at a time, step back into plank without the shoulders rounding. Yeah, so feel your back muscles turn on to help to support, to help to keep your shoulder blades in position on your back so they don't come up by your neck. Keep reaching down through your middle 3 knuckles, lift through your wrists, make sure the elbows aren't locked. And then energize through your legs. Reach down through your toe mounds, tone the leg muscles. Good, now slowly start to stretch back into down dog again. Then step your right foot all the way up by your right thumb. Come up onto your fingertips and lunge here. Elongate your spine. Reach forward through the sides. From your belly, reach forward through the sides of your chest. And then let your right thigh plug back deeper into the hip socket as you keep reaching your chest forward. Lower your back knee down now. And as you inhale, lift your belly, raise your arms up, low lunge. And then imagine your arms starting all the way down in the sides of your waist and grow tall from the sides of your waist up to the reach of your fingers. Bring your hands back down. Stretch back to downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward into plank. Expand the chest again. Hold there. Now adding on in this plank will make it a little more challenging. Lift your right leg up just an inch. Still keep the spread from the collarbones, and then change legs. Lift the left leg up just 1 inch. Set that foot down and stretch back to downward facing dog. Step your left foot all the way up by your left thumb. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips. So as you let your left thigh drop back into the socket and plug back, start to lift from your belly and reach your chest and stretch your back leg even longer. Let your breath circulate evenly through your body. Then lower your back knee down onto the floor. Lift your belly. Inhale, raise your arms up. Keep feeling the left thigh bone plug back into the socket. Grow from the sides of the waist and reach up through the arms. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Step back into down dog. All right, round 2 of the plank challenge. Shift into plank pose. Hold there, spread the collarbones again, get the chest open. Then raise your left leg up just 1 inch. Change sides, right leg up just 1 inch. Set that foot down and stretch back to downward dog. Good, then let's wake up the back muscles for first back bend. Shift into plank pose. And lower down all the way onto your belly. Point your toes back Inhale into low cobra. So now as you come up into cobra, you want to use the strength in your back muscles instead of muscling with your arms. The more that you push with the arms, the more the shoulders are going to round in. So use your arms as just like a placeholder for how much you're able to roll with your back strength up. Then slide your hands back under your elbows without the shoulders rolling in. And turn from the outer thighs down towards the floor until it feels like the knees point straight down, like Jacqueline's doing. All right, now let's try to roll all the way up into up dog. As you inhale, start to roll the chest through. Keep using your back strength and roll the shoulders back. Make sure that the chest stays in front of the shoulders. Then glide back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward to the front of your mat and fold forward. Just let your head drop. Then bring your hands onto your outer hips. Press into your feet and come up to stand. Good. Then join your palms together, Samasthiti. All right, so find equal weight in your feet. Balance across your feet. Let the sit bones both release down evenly as your thighs release back. And then with your eyes closed, take a moment inward so you can cultivate an intention for the practice, whether it's to build strength and flexibility, mental focus, calm the mind, whatever it is, whatever brings you to the mat each day. Take a breath in through the nose and let it out. Then open your eyes and drop your arms down at your side. Sun salutation A, Surya Namaskar. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Step back one leg at a time into plank pose. Then with your chest open but your abs in strong, shift forward and lower slowly to elbow height and hover there just at elbow height. Then inhale, roll through into up dog. Roll the chest through. Use your strong spine muscles and back muscles. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch back. Good. Just take a moment here to breathe. Draw up on the thighs and back. Then look in between your hands and step walk or hop up to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha. Beautiful. Flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms up. Reach down through your heels even as you grow tall through the reach of your arms. Exhale the hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, make a flat back. Step back one leg at a time into plank. Now feel the whole spine long from tail to crown. All 26 vertebrae shift forward and lower slowly to elbow height. Hold that length, don't let any part droop. Then roll into upward facing dog. So great core work every time you lower into chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, reconnect to your breath. Then look between your hands. Step walk or hop up to the top. Inhale, make a flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your hips back. Raise your arms. So when we were trying to flex the spine at the beginning, we were on the back, we were exhaling, we were bringing the chest towards the knees, and that was making us round over. So when you're trying to extend the spine, let the thighs and the chest move away from each other. So like in this pose, let your thigh bones drop down a little and then lift through the sides of your chest. Good, now keep all that space, bring your right hand to your right outer hip, then hook your left elbow onto your left knee. Once you get the elbow to hook, find extension again by reaching the chest forward away from the thighs, almost like the spine's getting pulled long, the tail straight back, crown and head. Join your palms together, and as you press your index finger knuckles, spread your collarbones. Feel the heels even again. Feel both sit bones doing samasthiti, pointing back evenly. And then from your side rib, just like we practiced in the ab work, from the side left rib, start to turn. That's going to help to initiate your twist, to turn on your obliques, to turn you. And fold forward, Uttanasana. Good job. That was a long hold. Okay. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sit back. Exhale, stand, release your arms at your side. Good. Other side, inhale, chair pose, the second side of this. Bend the knees and sit back. Feel the weight back in the heels. Let the thigh bones drop a little bit deeper. Lift through the sides of the chest. Now left hand to your left hip. Hook your right elbow to the left knee. Once the elbow hooks, reach the chest and the hips away from each other. The thighs, let them drop back. Then join the palms together, and as soon as the palms touch, think of it like reverse magnets for the collarbones. Like those things spread apart as the index fingers come together. That was fun to play with when you were a kid, with the reverse magnets. Okay. Hours of fun for any child.
I haven't thought about those in a long time. But get me out of this.
Okay, then fold forward. That's enough of the reverse magnets. Let your head drop. Good. Last one. Inhale, chair pose, bend knees and sit back. Stand and release your arms at your side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. Let's do sun salutation B now. Inhale into chair pose, bend your knees and sit back. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Step back one leg at a time into plank. Find your length in plank, then shift forward and lower, slow to elbow height. And see if you can hover there with the chest open. Then roll into upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one, step your right foot up by your right thumb. Turn your back heel down. As you inhale, come up strong through the midline. Right hip hugs in to help you grow tall through your spine so you work your core. Exhale, chaturanga, hands down. Step back and lower slow with control. Feel the spine lengthen and your abs turn on. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Step your left foot. Warrior one. Inhale, ride the breath up. Exhale, chaturanga. Hands down. Step back and lower slow with control. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Good, then step your right foot for warrior one again. Inhale, raise your arms up. Then open up to your side for warrior two. Nice. Now lift yourself up out of the warrior two just a little bit from what you normally would. And turn your right thigh all the way out. Feel that the sides of the chest are lifting evenly off the hips. And the sit bones feel like they're releasing evenly towards the floor. Let the head balance right up on top of the spine. And then see if you could let your right thigh start to drop a little bit deeper. So we worked on these gross actions. Feel that the core is supporting the length of your spine. Now a little more subtle. To help to take you deeper, release from your right inner upper groin towards your knee. And at the same time, from your left inner upper thigh, the groin, release towards its own knee. Almost like it's like the feeling like the legs could do the splits. But still keep your lumbar spine tall. Nice job. So that's going to make sure that you're activating your core in this pose. Then from here, we'll go hand to the outside of the foot. You could use a block or fingertips on the floor. I'm not sure which one you like. For extended side angle.
I usually go on the floor, but I can do a block.
Use the floor. That's what you like.
I'll show with a block.
Okay, she's going to show with a block.
People can see.
Let's try that.
I like to use a block because then it creates more space here in my torso, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay, so I like a block too, but if I've warmed up a bunch, I feel like I can still get the same space and put the hand lower. So you might feel that like Jacqueline's pretty flexible, so she can put her hand like really low and still keep the space there. But for me, like not so much. If I've only done this much, if I haven't done any hip openers, I gotta be up on the tall block to get the amount of space that Jacqueline gets. So the lesson is, in all of this deliberating that we've just had, that you should go to the place where you feel like you're still open. Come back up to stand, warrior two. Then circle the hands to the mat. And step back, down dog, or Adha Vinyasa, your call.
I always add the vinyasa.
She likes to add the vinyasa. Then step your left foot for warrior one. Inhale, come on up. And open up to your side, warrior two. Okay, good. So lift up just a little bit out of the pose so you can find the length of your lumbar. Turn your left thigh all the way out. Feel the sit bones evenly releasing down. They're doing samasthiti. The head balanced up on top. And then spread your chest from the collarbones out through the fingers. Good, then let's go into extended side angle. Let's just start off on the tall block if you have one at home. Put your hand on the tall block and take your right arm over your ear. Now feel that you're able to extend the side chest away from your left thigh so you're not just sinking onto your leg. Feel the release from your leg pit from your groin towards your knee. Now see if you can put your hand a little deeper, like go turn the block down a notch or put your hand on the floor without just rounding over onto your left leg. Keep reaching the chest away from the left thigh as you let the left thigh drop. Yeah, and if you're able to put the hand there, that's great. Hold there for 5 more breaths. Still keep extending from your back leg all the way into your heel. Then reach into your feet. Inhale, come back up into warrior 2. Nice job. Hands to the mat, step back to dog, or take a vinyasa. Good, then look in between your hands and step or hop all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale, make a flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Now let's prepare to practice crow pose. So squat down and take your knees wide apart. Put your arms on the insides of your knees. Then bend the elbows back towards the shins and put the hands down onto the floor. Now if you can start to lean into your arms, use your core muscles to pull up. Maybe lift one feet, maybe lift both. Good job, then come back to Uttanasana. Lower your feet, drop your head down. Press into your feet, inhale, come all the way up to stand, raise your arms up. Exhale the hands to your heart. All right, then grab a hold of your elbows behind your back. Roll your shoulders back, chest open. Step your left foot back about 3.5 feet. Ground through your back heel. And as you exhale, start to tip from your pelvis and fold forward halfway. So we're using our balance muscles. When we have the hands behind the back, it's a little bit more challenging. As your belly draws in towards your spine, start to lengthen all the way out over your leg. Stay grounded through your back heel. Keep leading with the chest all the way towards your right ankle. Good, then press down through your feet. Inhale, come back up. Put your right hand onto your right outer hip. And then raise your left arm straight up. As you exhale, start to reach forward halfway. Keep leading with the chest and lengthen. Then put your left hand down, block or floor, wherever you like it. Twisted triangle, elongate the spine again. And then just like we practiced in the ab work, start to turn from your left outer ribs to initiate the twist. But then like in the chair twist, keep lengthening out, like you can open up through the crown of the head straight ahead. Pelvic floor, aim straight back. Then take your right arm up if you're steady, once you're steady. Nice, now the last part, the most challenging, we'll give it a shot. Keeping the chest open, look at the floor, put your hand a foot in front of your foot on the inside and step up. Oh, that transition is really difficult. If you can do it with the long spine, that's so good. If you lost the length of the spine, reach the chest again away from the thigh like we've been practicing, and then turn your left ribs. And fold forward, Uttanasana. Great job. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sit your hips back. Stand and release your arms at your side. Good, take your elbows behind your back again. This time, step your right foot back about 3.5 feet. Ground through your back heel, shoulders back, chest open. Then start to tip from your pelvis and go forward halfway, but lead from the chest. Make sure that your spine doesn't round at first. And then as you exhale, start to take the whole spine forward and down evenly. Notice the parts of the spine that are trying to move up and back. Use your breath to help to integrate those parts into the rest of the pose. Good, now reach down through your feet and inhale, come back up. Left hand on your left hip, raise your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, again, reach forward halfway, lead with the chest. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Then set the fingertips down on the block or onto the floor. Now what's important is that you can get the flat back again. So find your length and then start to initiate the turn from your right outer ribs. Turn those right side ribs. And keep lengthening through the tail straight back, through the crown straight ahead. Then take your left arm up if you're steady once you're steady. Feel the top of your left thigh bone release back as the chest keeps reaching forward. Now look down and slide your hand a foot in front of your foot, keeping your chest open through the transition. Raise the back leg up to hip height. Breathe the spine long again. Good, one more deep breath. And fold forward, Uttanasana, let your head drop. Great job. Inhale, chair pose, bend knees, sit back.
One of the hardest poses.
That's so hard.
It's so hard.
Stand, Samastiti. All right, good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen out. Step back into down dog or out of vinyasa. Then bring your feet together in down dog. Roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. Take your left arm up. Vashisthasana, side plank. So balance your left hip right up on top of your right, stack your shoulders. Now most commonly when I see yogis practicing this pose, they'll be rounding their upper back, their head will be in front of their spine. So I want you to press your shoulder blades in to activate your back muscles and then start to lean your head back into alignment with the spine. So we have that nice long spine cultivating a strong core. Good. Press through your heels, strong legs, downward facing dog, stretch back. So even through the transition, feel that you're doing it from your center. We really disconnected from that in life, and then we develop all these problems with like the lower back because we're very disconnected from moving from our center. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot, take your left arm up. Even through this transition, feel your core helping to support your movement. Good. So the inner thighs roll back, lengthen the tip of the tail towards your heel, and then lean your head back into alignment so you have that nice long line of your core. Feel the shoulder blades press in to open the chest. Then slowly stretch back to downward facing dog. Take an extra breath there in down dog. Then set your knees down. Point your big toes back and take your feet just wide enough for your hips to fit in between. And slowly start to sit the hips back in between the heels and then walk the hands back for Virasana. And we're gonna do like a little like Supta Virasana preparation. So sit up tall in between your heels now and then walk the hands back a foot behind you. So knees close together, feet just wide enough. And then as you walk the hands back a foot behind you, then roll your shoulders back and open up your chest and lift the hips up. If this pose is too gnarly on your knees, you can just do low lunge instead, right foot forward, left knee down. Otherwise, hold here for 5 breaths. Good, so this is a great stretch to start to open up the front of the hips. Imagine your chest opening is coming from the front of your pelvis and you could draw up to roll the chest open. Then lower your hips back down and sit with your legs stretched out in front of you. Lie down onto your back. For the finishing sequence here, let's come into bridge pose. Bring your heels close to your buttock, feet hip distance apart. Press the heels down and lift your hips up. Then press your elbows down at your side and point your fingers up to the ceiling. But more importantly, reach the shoulder heads down into the floor. So just like in plank, I find that most people are disconnected from the muscles that help to set their shoulder blades on their back. So the more we can train those muscles to activate in poses like this, it'll help with the chaturangas, help with the planks, help with the side planks, and really all of our arm balances and inversions. Drive down into your center heels. Feel the shoulder heads like they're growing roots into the floor, but make sure that you don't push from your rib cage. So still hold from your center. Now let's add on. See if you could bring your right leg up into tabletop without your hips twisting. Ooh, and keep both shoulder heads even. Nice, neck free, don't do it from the neck. Change legs.
Really push into your elbows.
Yeah, more shoulders though.
Yeah.
Reach those shoulders down and change sides. Don't let the hips twist. Reach the shoulders.
And my hamstrings.
Yeah, a lot of hamstring work in this.
Hamstring.
Set the foot down. One more round, right leg up. Reach those shoulder heads down. And one day when you get good at this, you'll be able to do like in Urdhva one legged up. I don't know, change legs. You probably do all that stuff. Oh, there was a time.
There was a time.
Before I messed up myself skateboarding. Set your foot back down, lower your hips down, and just rest. Then cross your right knee over your left knee and grab a hold of the tops of your feet. So Supta Gomukhasana, knee over knee, grab a hold of the feet. Oh, outer hips. This is to say thank you for doing all the chairs. Now you get to just get those outer hips to stretch. Thank you for being with me on those.
Thank you, Tim.
Change the cross of your legs. All right, and we should probably do like a final twist to finish things off. That would feel good.
Let's do it.
Spread your arms out to the side. And then bend your knees, set your feet on the floor. Cross the right knee over the left knee. Shift your hips over to the right just a little and let your knees fall over to the left. But as you do, ground this right shoulder, roll the right shoulder head into the floor as you turn the right ribs away from it. Almost like you're feeling the skin start to divide there. So you're opening up that tight fascial band from your right outer hip towards your shoulder. I think it's called Gurney's fascia. But this, a really strong band right there that we started to warm up when we were doing like the low lunging and stuff, but this is just gonna take you into a different dimension of opening up there.
That's my favorite.
So good.
Feels really good.
Bring your knees and your hips back to center. Change the sides, take the left arm out to the side, hips over to the left a little, knees over to the right. Now imagine that your left shoulder head is growing roots into the floor as your left ribs start to take you into the twist more. And breathe more space between your shoulder and your outer hip. Soften across your forehead. Let the muscles of the face relax, the jaw, the tongue, and just feel how that relates into the body. Maybe your body can relax a little deeper into the position. Then bring your knees and hips back to center and stretch your legs out for corpse pose. Final relaxation, Shavasana. So you did such a good job. We're going to take this time now to let the body integrate to all the great work that you did. So we're just going to do that by relaxing. Turn the palms up. Let the feet fall open. And start from your feet and your ankles. Let go of the tension there. Let the hips soften. Let go of any tension that you're holding in your hands, your arms, your shoulders. Let the abdomen soften now after all that core work you did. Empty the jaw and the tongue, the tension that you're holding there. Let the neck soften. Let all the muscles in the face relax. Let the temples soften. Let the eyes relax back. More and more space. Imagine that all the skin on the body could soften, like you're wearing a skin suit that's a size too big. And then just observe the sensation of the breath here. Notice the feeling as the breath comes in. Notice the feeling as the breath goes out. Then take a slightly fuller, deeper breath in and out through your nose. Gently bend your knees. Roll over to your side. And press yourself up to seated. So sit up tall, bring your palms together. And with your chest open, lower your head towards your heart. And open your eyes.
Yay, thank you so much, Tim. That felt amazing. I hope you guys feel the same way I do right now. And definitely go check out Tim's channel, Movement with Tim. His link is down below. And we will see you guys next time.
Thanks, Jacqueline.
So much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.